What's good? What it do? YouTube. What is good? Y'all know where y'all at. This the battleground of sports talk. DFW Sports Raps. Let's drop some flavor on DFW Sports, baby. Game night. Mavs playing against the Washington Wizards in a game that they've been very sloppy in today. Very sloppy. Gave up a lot of turnovers. I mean, your boy Daniel Gafford, he's showing that he's exactly what the Mavericks need. As we are live in the fourth quarter right now, Mavs are trailing. It's one of those typical games you get with the Mavericks when, you see a lot of good in them and they can beat the brakes off of a good basketball team, but then they'll come up against a team that is very much inferior to them, where Washington is a 9-win basketball team. But for some reason, the Mavericks are in a struggle right now. But they have turned the basketball over a lot, which then led to a lot of easy points, which they done gave up a lot of points in the paint. Washington hitting good enough threes on the outside. So it's just one of them games. Mavs just going to have to play this all the way through thick and thin through the end. So, we're live on this Mavs game night tonight for sure. Also, we're going to just talk about the state of the Cowboys as well throughout this game. Oh, there you go, Gafford. Good yam. But, talk about the locker room. A lot of players been talking. It's a lot of it's just seemed like a team. It don't seem like a team that's together. It was a lot of speculation that was going on that Rex Ryan possibly talked his way into getting another look at the Dallas Cowboys in a DC position. But come to find out, Mike Zimmer is officially sold up, inked up. He will be officially the DC, and he'll be coming up in here. Big shout out to Gamer and Baller. What's up, man? What's up, man? It's official. It's official. It was typical kind of Cowboy news if we're going to sit here and wonder, oh, okay, this was supposed to happen, and now something else is going to happen. Come on, man. It's typical Cowboy thing. I don't understand it, man, why we still take headlines like that. But I guess just because Jerry was in Vegas, this is probably why the deal didn't get done sooner than what we liked or when it was initially reported. But nonetheless, Mike Zim is officially your defensive coordinator. All right. Damn, man. Come on, man. Like I said, I'm live game night right now watching the Mavs. Holding it down for all. Hey, y'all see how it is in the background, man. It's all DFW Sports up in here, man. But, you got Cowboy issues. Let's fly. Let's talk about that locker room, the state of the locker room. Y'all think this is a team that's together? Do y'all think this is a team? A lot of people talk about Dak. He don't need to be re-signed or extended or anything. Whatever. Do you think any of them dudes are like cool with each other like that? You think they actually riding for each other like that? Mavs staying in striking distance. Get out of there. Good rebound, PJ. Looking at that locker room, you got a lot of people saying different things. DeMarcus Lawrence, of course, came out and said what he said. And then you saw not old, but you saw veteran guys in like Stephon Gilmore, and you saw Brandon Cooks. They wasn't really feeling the type of excuses he was making. And that type of excuse he said that they got burnt out. Were you burnt out when you made plays and then you jumped off sides to keep the drive going? I don't know. Man, hold on. Let me get the lighting right for y'all. Yeah. I was wondering why it looked a little hazy up in here. But now we up into it. To say that you burnt out, you making excuses, man, because you ended up having some. I mean, his first drive wasn't too bad, but you ended up causing penalties that kind of extended that drive to getting y'all ass whooped. Like I said, y'all can say Dak is a bum, but you gotta say the whole Cowboy roster is some bums because they played like it. I don't even want to use the word bum. They did not play up to the standard. Mavs in a frantic pace right now. They down. Down 9. Good take, Hardy. Let's go. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Tune in. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Baseball season is right around the corner. You know what that mean? Them Texas Rangers creeping up on ya. That was a foul. Go back up. That was another foul, ref. Come on. Luka's back in. Luka has been getting the Dwight Powell treatment, dude. Like, every time I look up, he getting hit in the face. Thank God he didn't catch that bolt to the nose. He got busted straight in his chin. Probably got a little gash in his lip, but hey, Mavs still down by 9. They're going to take a TV timeout right here. It'd be very disappointing to have a 4-game win streak get snapped against a team that only has 9 wins on the season. That will be very disappointing. Very disappointing. So I'm going to need y'all to come along with it, Mavs. Come on now. Don't play down to your competition. Let's go. But at the same time, we talking about the Cowboys as well. Obviously, y'all don't believe in Dak. I believe in Dak. I just believe you have to have the situation. You have to have the situation it has to be right. Can't be halfway. It got to be right. And if the situation is right, they'll be able to. You can say get them a running back, all that. It's just going to be attitude, because I don't think what Dak attitude, I can see why he would choke under pressure, as y'all say. He going to choke under pressure because he know it's a lot of me guys in that locker room. That's what I feel is the state of the Cowboys. It's a TO environment in there. Only them dudes, I don't think, worked as hard as TO did. TO, to me, because no dude is above the team, but for a dude that put in work like TO, okay, he can say me. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, bro, there's too many me characters up in there, dog. And I think Dak knows, if he's not perfect, then everybody's going to go into the tank. Unless he's perfect, then everybody's going to front run with him. You know what I'm saying? With him. But, hey, I think this is a locker room that's it's too selfish. I think it's too selfish. And I just think it's just more of, everybody wants to do their thing. At the end of the day, everybody just wants to do their thing. Unsuccessful challenge for the Mavs. What was that, Jason Kidd? What was that? Oh yeah, good call. You didn't even need to challenge that, J Kidd. I don't think you need to challenge that. But Cowboy Nation, hey, how do y'all feel after the Super Bowl yesterday? Are y'all back to being Cowboy fans now since the Niners, they're still sitting on 5 along with us? Are y'all back to being Cowboy fans? Did it feel better to wake up today? Did it feel better to wake up today and was like, okay, we ain't got to deal with that? I bet you it did. I know it did. It had to, because I woke up like that. I had to get up extra early. You still got to work out in, and then, I stalled him out, Debo. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But I'd be lying. Even like the Eagles last year when they lost. Hardy party. Let's go. But it's like on Soul Men, like he said, you don't think I know that woman hurt my heart too? Well, good. That's some cold motherfucking comfort, but comfort nonetheless. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go. Oh, Luka with the Michael Irvin push off. Give fade away. Mavs down by 4. Bring it back, run it back. Yeah, but the locker room, bro. I don't think them some true desperados right there, man. There we go. Oh, Luka traveled like a that was a foul though. Oh, good ball movement. Hardy again. Up for 3. Let's go. Hey, Hardy be coming in at the right moments. Mavs down by 1. Let's go. It's coming crunch time. Time out. Let's go. Let's go. We live right now. You know what y'all tuned in. It's the one man, 4 styles and flavor of DFW Sports. We going live on the game night for the Dallas Mavericks. They really been trailing like all game. They really haven't had no control of this game. But hey, that's why you got to play the full time. So while they're on commercial break, I'm going off about the state of the locker room right now. You know, you get Mike Zimmer to come in there. Al Harris is obviously still going to be part of this staff. Having Mike Zimmer a part of this is basically you got a lot of head coaching experience that you're sitting in, right? And then two coaches that are familiar with each other, but they got to teach these guys how to stay professionals, man. And not just professionals, winning professionals, not flashy professionals. And that's just your problem that you have with the Dallas Cowboys. There's some flashy cats, man. We all know this. They glitz and glamour. Ain't nothing gritty about them. Now, I don't want to say the city or anything. Don't get it confused, because everywhere you go, everybody's city has, its positives and negatives. Every city, in every county, every country, the world is a ghetto. So let's I'm not saying that, but for the Cowboys, they are glitz and glamour. They're more show, they not go. Do having 2 head coach. I mean, Dan Quinn was a head coach. He's a head coach now. And you see where it got you. I just think Dan Quinn's philosophy as of this year it just didn't work, because his linebacking core basically got handled. They got hurt. You were thin and they got hurt. He could have easily been a scapegoat, but you look at it, Washington was the only other job. I thought he would for sure have that Seattle job, but for him not to get the Seattle job is saying something. You know what I'm saying? So, how do y'all feel about that Super Bowl? I think it was obviously a great game, a hell of a game. I said I wasn't going to watch it. I was just going to watch the fourth quarter, but then he got to watch, watching it with the family. Queen wants to go ahead and see all Super Bowl commercials and all that stuff. So we peeped it out, and I'm glad I did. The last 2 years, even, Patrick Mahomes is proving he's the new boogeyman, which y'all know he's a Ranger. Well, his pops played for the Rangers. He's a Ranger fan, and he's a Maverick fan. So that's why, for sure, we had to put on for the Chiefs and more Patrick Mahomes. Facts. Oh, PJ Washington got broke off. What the hell? He got sniped. His ankles got sniped. Oh, this will be a bad loss to take right here, Mavs, as y'all trying to gain ground right now, man. They said the Super Bowl telecast yesterday had 123.4 million views yesterday. I think you had a lot of different ethnicities, different culture of people watching this game. Facts. Come on. Mavs down by 2. Hardy again. Damn it. It didn't fall. Come on. Come on. Yeah, man. But looking at what the Mavs had did against the Thunder, it's almost gonna go for naught because they're gonna fuck around, piss this game away. Look at Hardy being aggressive, but he got a shit block. Come on, man. Washington ready to spoil y'all little party, man. Come on now. They missing shots. About 5:40 left. Come on, Mavs. Kleber takes the three, and he hits it. Mavs up by one. Trap him. Come on, Hardy. You got to be ready for that. Oh, come on, PJ. You got to keep your feet, PJ. You got to keep your feet on that, PJ. Oh, good spin move. Kleber's open again, Luka. Oh, but he takes it himself. Trade shots. Don't quit crying to the refs, Luka. Quit crying to the refs. Let's just play ball, man. Luka got a triple-double, 21, 10, and 13. As he was Western Conference Player of the Week. Oh, that's our ball. That's Mavericks ball. Let's go. Mavs get a turnover. Oh, yeah, good call. Good call. Great hands, Kyrie. Like I said, on this channel, man, we trying to bring it a little bit more. We're trying to go ahead and do everything for the Metroplex. Y'all know how I rock, man. Y'all know how we do it. Come on, Mavs. Come on, Mavs. Luka for three. And he hit that boy. Let's go. Mavs on a 16-3 run in the last 3:45. The AAC done woke up. Get out of there. Let's go. Washington shots ain't. Wizards shots starting not to fall no more. He's saying it right now. They ain't falling. And one. Luka done turned it up right now. Luka done turned it up right now. Yeah, he has. Luka done turned up. After he done got bowled in his chin, he saw blood. Luka done turned it up, man. Luka done turned it up. Now everybody's going to be saying, man, bro, they're playing Washington. Well, MVP. You hear the MVP chance, and he breaks the free throw. I almost was about to say it's been a long week, and I'm like, damn, boy, it's only Monday. Only had to work Saturday. All right. Like I said, Luka with a triple-double. Everybody, you know, Luka fouled the hell out of him. Not an easy shot. It's going to be a close one. It's going to have to come to the end. It's going to have to be the Mavs' will. What Michael Irvin say about the Cowboys? They got all skill, but they ain't got the will. And like I was saying, like yesterday before the Super Bowl, I was just like, bro, that's bull. But I was saying more that, you know, you saw CD Lamb and Michael Parsons, they just too chillax, bro. You see what I'm saying? And then DeMarcus Lawrence, he's your veteran of your draft picks. Like him, Tyron. Bro, I was at a gold team. He straight up lost. Because PJ Washington hung on the. Oh my God. It's been some funny calls, but I don't understand that. Everybody looking at Joey Crawford at the game like, bro, what is they doing? Everybody like Joey Crawford, what is they doing? Timeout. Jason Kidd about to catch a technical. Jason Kidd about to get a technical. He about to get a technical. He called a timeout and he ran right up on the referee. That dude ran right up on that man. I know LL Cool J. But like I was saying about the Cowboys locker room, bro, they too much for show, bro. And I like CD Lamb saying that, he'll take accountability, but I just don't believe it with none of them, dog. None of them. I don't believe it. Y'all gotta show it, man. Even my man Dak, bro, like, if they were to I just don't see how you let him play. I just don't see how you let him play on the last year of his deal. And you end up making a deal with CD Lamb to get him stayed and signed upon. I don't know, man. And then you got to get ready for Michael Parsons. If you're trying to still win now, and maybe Mike Zimmer can bring him being the defense coordinator. Maybe you get the type of front seven guys that you're really needing, that you really like. That's what I think they should do. They got to get them get you enough money and get you a running back and get you some linebackers. Oh, great pass, Luka. Damn, PJ, you got stuff. PJ got his shit blocked. Come on, go up a little bit stronger, PJ. For everybody tuning in, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. Like I said, I know Cowboy Nation be thick around here, but we're really in the trenches in Cowboy Nation. And when I say that, we're in the city of DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, and we're this channel. We're about everybody, but we Cowboys can't get enough. When can you not never talk about the Cowboys? So, like I said, for my Cowboy fans, are y'all back? Are y'all feel better that the Niners ended up losing yesterday? Y'all feel better? Y'all feel better? Is this some good comfort for y'all that the Niners are still the 5 rings in like us? So y'all can come back, man. I understand y'all was mad, but y'all can come back. Oh, that was a foul, but we get a turnover. Great job. Come on. We got the numbers. It's a man down over there. Come on. Go attack. There you go, Kleber. And 1. Let's go. Kleber with the yam. Let's go. Go attack. I like the awareness. I like the awareness by Maxi Kleber because he was open and he took it straight to the rack. Oh, yeah, you flop, nigga. My bad. That was easy money. No, you flop, bro. That dude flop. Let me say, Todd, what's up, man? Appreciate you for tuning in for sure. Believe it or not, it's an upgrade from Quinn. His wife died, son died. He ain't playing. He about to rip into these players. Damn, he dove all the way into the front crowd. He might rip Jerry. You talk about a man who is not about to show no sympathy to anybody. If you're not doing your job, he gonna be on your ass. And Bill Parcells gave him that authority to do that. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. Damn it. Somebody has to rip into these players, man. Somebody got to keep their feet like they walking on hot coal around that thing, on eggshells. They're not, that's the problem why it's too many me's in that locker room. It's too selfish in that locker room, man. Dudes is all about me. Me. And it shows. It shows because when shit get hard for the Cowboys, what happened? None of them got each other back. Good take, PJ. None of them got each other back, and they fold. They fold when it matters the most. So that's the problem that you just have with, and I don't think it's been this group of Cowboys. I think it's just been like that under Jerry's. Let's go. Mavs done made another run, up by 8 right now. Let's go. Timeout Wizards. As the Mavs seem like they have took control of the basketball game, which they should have been in control anyway. But, coming off a big blowout win against the Oklahoma City Thunder, yeah, you would have a tendency to look down on your opponent, which I hate that they do, but they did it anyway. What's good, Todd? You take, I agree. And it enables the players' bad habits. How many times did you see when Michael Parsons, like I say, bro, when things don't go their way, when things not going their way, he not getting holding calls, right? So what he do? He just quit. He kind of like quits on the play. He loafs. He waves in for a sub. And then he walked off the field. Come on now. I agree with you right there. Zimmer ain't about to pacify you, bro. He gonna get on your ass. And that's just something that we need. Mr. Cowboy. What's good, man? What is good? Like I said, my Cowboy Nation. How y'all feel waking up this morning? How that Super Bowl turn out for y'all? Super Bowl was pretty good, wasn't it? It was even better knowing that the Niners is sitting at 5 rings just like us. Some cold comfort, but comfort nonetheless. Yeah, you right, Tom, man. That pounding stuff don't get you nowhere. It's almost how we feel about Luka down here. Luka do too much crying to the referees, all that type stuff. And I think Michael Parsons having this podcast and people telling him, bro, you not getting these calls and all that type stuff, man. I'm about to say, Luka, you better pass that. You not getting the calls. It affected his play. I can just go down the list from every Cowboy. Just when it gets tough, they fold. And that's what happens when you have a selfish team. I think a lot of these players are selfish. And you got all situations are created equal, but you have some that's playing for contracts. I understand that. Great pass, great ball movement. PJ shot ain't falling right now. They did eat up clock. It's down to the final minute as Cleveland gets hit in the mouth. And he gets the offensive foul call for it. Mavs up 110-104. Let's go. He said he enjoyed it. He loved it. Hey, man. I was talking all that shit like, man, I ain't about to watch that stuff. I can't stand why, but, as that's the last game of some NFL and we're not getting it back. We're in pregnancy mode where, everything is being cultivated right now until another season, until fall comes. So, damn, Luka hit the scores table. Loose ball foul. Damn. It's frantic pace, 26 seconds left. Mavs up 110-104 against Washington. Hey, it was easy to go in there and try to find them 49er fans. They was in there quiet. You know what amazed me? The 49ers did it. They did some Cowboy shit. Jerry Rice all up there showing his rings, and he, all up there big capping, and they get the offensive foul. Mavs get the ball back with 18 seconds left. Should be a free throw game. They should seal this game, go ahead and win it. But doing all that capping, Hollywood type shit, and what happened? Just for them to So Cowboys, they haven't been able to beat the 49ers, but the 49ers can't beat the Chiefs. So teams just have their laws sometimes. I'm more happier for Dak just because at the Niners won that, I'd have to hide trying to defend Dak because there's no reason. But Purdy's situation is better than Dak's. And when I say better, I mean from a structural organizational standpoint. From the top down, they're big on having some accountability, and I just don't think that's what the Cowboys is always gonna lack. When they know they can be cool with Jerry, it's really no fire up underneath them. So wouldn't surprise me in a few days Kyle Shanahan show up on the ESPN. But one thing I will say about Kyle Shanahan, a lot of people were saying, why didn't he go on defense first so he could see what he had to do? Man, you would have gave Patrick Mahomes the ball in the overtime. He was going to score. So he did the right thing. They had their opportunity. Give Spags his credit, bro. Spag defense, he put pressure on Brock Purdy. He put pressure on that boy. And damn, Luka, come on, man. I mean, it's only 3 seconds left. You are up 111-104. If you were to lose this game, then shit. But I'm looking back at it. He did the right thing, bro. Just Spags' defense was good, and he blitzed at the right time when necessary, and he got them boys off the field. Once they settled for 3, I was like, this game, Patrick Mahomes ain't about to let you come back no more. Now, I was a little thrown off about the overtime rules because I was like, they might as well just run a play clock instead of having like time possession or a quarter clock of overtime. You might as well just have a play clock running. Because if a team got to win, then it shouldn't even matter about no time. That's where I think that was kind of, surprising right there. Like I said, I think he did the right idea, but you are totally right, Mr. Cowboy. That punt, and it was a lot of turnovers going on in that game. But like me and you said, it'd be a good game, but it'd be a low kind of scoring game. It wasn't going to be no fireworks. Both defenses did exactly what they needed to do. Defenses was out there balling, and that was refreshing to see. To see the Niners saying, look, the Swifty man over there, is going to be 2 on him. It sucks to see Greenlaw go out the way he did. I don't rock with the Niners, but to see what happened to him, that sucked. That sucked. But what didn't suck to see the look on their faces when they blew another lead, when Kyle Shanahan blew another lead, got walked down, and Patrick Mahomes, man, he the new boogeyman. He said, my Wizards suck. I mean, I think they only got 9 wins. Mavs win, as it's official. Mavs win 112-104 against the Washington Wizards in a game that they was really struggling against. They didn't really start taking siege of the game until about good 5 minutes left into the game in the fourth quarter. But you got to see a lot of Daniel Gafford for the Mavs, and you got to see a lot of PJ Washington as they trying to get, acclimated to the locker room and everybody on the floor. PJ Washington really struggled tonight. He was 0 for 5 from 3-point line, 4 of 11 from the field. Only had 9 points, but your main key contributors is your big two and Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, as both of them had 26 points. Luka Doncic with the triple-double going 26, 11, and 15, and that's 15 assists with 11 rebounds. But Daniel Gafford, he got the start at 5 today, and he did not disappoint. Now, what I will say, he had 16 points and 17 rebounds, but I believe he had 14 of those rebounds in the first half. I don't know what happened in the second half, but something slowed down right there. Something slowed down right there as they're talking to Luka right now about him getting popped in his mouth. But that's Luka's 66 triple-double of this season. 66 of this season. It's ridiculous. Jason Green also contributed, and Hardy had good 10 points as the Mavs get their 31st victory of the year. They're 30, what is that? 31 and 23? Trying to keep pace. What are they in the Western Conference as of right now? They're still second in the division behind the Pacers, but they're still in 8th seed right now. So they got a lot to do. They got a lot to do. They got a lot of ground to keep up, but what I will say is they're a half game behind the Kings, at least, in the 7th seed, and they're basically a game behind the Pelicans for the 6th seed, as well as the Suns for the 5th seed. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? They can make hay. Wednesday, they got another game that they can put a W against as they get the San Antonio Spurs. So let's see what they can do. But, the Wizards, I appreciate y'all for giving us Daniel Gafford. That was real good. Yeah, man, no overtime rules, because for Kyle Shanahan and his, players to come out and say, I didn't know the overtime rules and stuff. I mean, y'all did have to know that this game ain't going to end in no tie if you run out of time in overtime. So you kind of had to know that. When we going to see Dak balling in the Super Bowl? When he said, you running out of time. Yeah, hold on, man. You ain't running out of no time. You 2 years older than me. You probably more running out of patience is what you is. You probably running out of patience, but I can sit here and say this. Let's say Cap Boy spend money this offseason. Let's say he spend money in this offseason and he actually gets some linebackers. I don't know, man. Cowboy Nation Danny, man. Hey, you said the Niners was going to win, man. What happened? You playing that reverse psychology? I was saying Cowboys Nation need to try for the Cowboys, because when we speak out Super Bowl stuff, bad things always happen to us. So let's start just saying they going to suck. Let's start off by saying that, because when we downplay them, that's when they're good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw Mahomes, man. I was just preaching that. I was like, man, how y'all feel waking up knowing that the Niners are still sitting on 5 rings? It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I wouldn't say that. Hey, I wouldn't say that they're frauds, but they're not champions neither. We know that you don't like Dak. We know that. Trey Lance to the Super Bowl. You're wishing. But then again, anything can happen, though. Anything can happen. But I don't see it with no Trey Lance. And if you're going to tell me Trey Lance is going to do this without a stellar running game, then you're going to have to question that, my guy. Let's question that. Come on now. Hey, man, matter of fact, for all my basketball people, especially my Mavs fans, hey, Mavs done won 5 straight. They still got work to do, but they're not far out that 5th seed. They win Wednesday night. They gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. And boy, Spencer Dinwiddie said some shit today, man. Talking about the Lakers are like your pops when telling you if you done got bullied on that you go back up there, and the Dallas Mavericks are like your mom where you say everything is okay. Oh, okay. You're right. So for all that people were talking about Spencer Dinwiddie at the game behind the bench, man, fuck all that. It's on site when we see Spencer Dinwiddie. And when I'm saying this, I mean like as in competition basketball. Let's not get personal and carried away. It's just the flavor that I'm spitting. But when we see him in your Lakers, it's on site. I said that. I got a couple Florida State guys. I'm a big Florida State football head. Big Florida State football head. And I'm telling you, 2 players that I like the Cowboys to go ahead and get. I like Brandon Fisk, defensive tackle, a type of defensive tackle that they would like, a strong lower center of gravity type of dude and a high motor, nasty type dude. And then Trey Benson, he don't have the blazing speed, but he got enough speed. He got the size. I believe he's 6'1", 6'1", good 225, solid. I would like to pick him up. I really would. And you're in agreement with my big bro, Blake Corum. Is he going to be that type of back that can be a punisher? I don't know. But how many more Michigan guys do you want to take? How many more Michigan guys you want to take? Because we done spent a lot of draft capital in some Michigan Wolverines. And it's not to say they haven't panned out. I'm just saying we have spent a lot of resources on Michigan. But the locker room, I'm just saying, man, for Dak, like I said, people say he fold under the moment, which he does, but the Cowboys do too. Just tell me who didn't fold in the moment against the Green Bay Packers this season in the playoffs. Tell me who didn't. I'll probably say Jake Ferguson, and out of all folk who didn't, you probably say Michael Gallup. Ain't that about a bit? Michael Gallup? Man, please. He said, hey, Corn, yeah, somebody gonna snap. That's why I'm saying Trey Benson, it just depends where you want to pick him. I think Benson will be, I like to say, I'm being biased. I like to say he'll be a late 2nd round, but it's possible he could go early third round. Just because, unless they really like what puts a knock on Trey Benson is his medical history. He has had a shredded knee. So he said Reggie Bush. Man, Reggie's out of there, man. Reggie ain't gonna do you nothing. He ain't gonna do you nothing. Austin Jones. Now that's some, hey, just depends what type of back you're looking for. To me, it's interesting to see will the Cowboys draft one, because I think they like Rick O'Donnell, and they did spend draft capital in Deuce Vaughn last year. They do got to get a running back. I don't care how they slice. I don't care if it's in free agency or in the draft. Like I said, I like Trey Benson, me personally. I think you can get him where you would like. I think your first 2 rounds, you got to invest in the trenches. In your 3rd and 4th round are your linebackers and your running backs. One of the 2, depending on what's best on the board. But I like Brandon Fisk, man. I really do. But unfortunately, we did draft our first pick with a defensive tackle. I don't know if Stephen Jones is going that route. But hey, I mean, it all depends what you surround this. I just think this locker room, bro. Like I said, say what you want about Dak. He does not come up big in the big playoff moments. Let's phrase this right. In the playoff moments that matter the most, he doesn't show up. But I wouldn't say because he's selfish. I see the rest of his teammates is selfish. Big time. Probably the only other one I would say is not is probably Zach Martin. But your boy Tank Lawrence, man, selfish. Michael Parsons, selfish. At this moment right now, CeeDee Lamb is selfish. You saw about the attitudes he threw and all the misfits he threw down on the sideline. And like I said, to be great, you do have to be selfish to some degree, but like I say, you see it with the Cowboys when the moment gets tough for them, they fold. That's because they too selfish. They are way too selfish. They are way too selfish, bro. Ooh. I think Barkley is tub shouting. And if you don't, you know what tub shouting mean. It's like Tyron Smith. You good, but you always in the tub, man. You always in the tub, and you don't do me no good when you in the tub. And I think he gonna cost too much. He would cost too much. Now, the only dude I would pay that price for is Henry. He the only one I'm paying that money for. He the only one I would pay that money for. Barkley, his agent gonna be like, nah, well, my guy, and then man, your guy stay in the tub. I'm just not with. Saquon is cold, but right now you need veteran presence. You need a great veteran presence in the locker room. The Stephon Gilmore, I would love to have him back another year. Brandon Cooks is already etched. You need to keep those type of guys around. And now you just need to bring in two more other type of veteran guys who take their craft serious but know that it's about the team. It's about the team. Team first. For all my people joining in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We go up on everything DFW Sports, as this is the battleground of sports talk, as this is DFW Sports Rap. Mavericks get them a good victory, get their 31st victory, winning 112-104 over the Washington Wizards. And we talking about the state of the locker room of the Dallas Cowboys right now. I've been saying that I think there's just too much selfishness. It's too many me guys in there. Like I say, just go look at the Parsons and go look at CeeDee Lamb. Just look at their body language. Look how to me, it's like it don't affect them. They had the look of some dudes that did not get their ass whooped at AT&T Stadium. They had that look. Like, it was like, I'm a Dallas Cowboy, man. You know what I'm saying? That type, man. And this is where I do like me some Mike Zimmer. That wouldn't be a bad pickup. But I would take Benson. Derrick Henry, if the money is right, I'm taking him. I'm taking him. And like you say, man, sign Gilmore. Hey, sign him back, bro. I agree. He wants to come back. But Derrick Henry, I'm telling you, I would spend chips for. But you got to pay certain players to have some chips to pay some players, which leads us back to where we're going to. Free agency is about to get rolling. A lot of y'all don't want to re-sign Dak. That's fine. If you're willing to play, if you're willing to let him play out this year, go ahead. I'm not even gonna say that's a bad move. Go ahead, but you still got to make more moves, though. You'll still have to sign some folk. It's possible that you could somehow finagle and restructure this year's, his last year deal. You could probably do something with that, but me personally, your best interest is to extend him, because every year you don't pay the dude for the position, the money goes up. It's going to keep going up at that position. The market is always going to keep getting reset at that. And Lord forbid he does anything good. Lord forbid he does anything good. He's going to take it to the bank. And he shouldn't take no discount if he does that. But I think we all know him and this team ain't going to do that. Him and this team ain't going to do that, bro. This is a selfish locker room that I don't think they got each other's back. Sometimes I see them out at games. You saw them at the Ranger games and, stuff like that. But I don't really see on their social media like they kicking it. They always on social media, but I don't never see them together like that consistently on social media. Probably the only guys you see like that are the offensive linemen, and that explains why they are the most cohesive unit that you have out there for the Dallas Cowboys. Man, anybody can back up Derrick. Hey, Cowboy Nation, anybody can back up Derrick Henry. I don't care. Anybody can. Anybody can. And you keep wanting to say, let that go, man. Go ahead. You believe in Trey Lance. He believes in Trey Lance. Like I said, I don't think it matters who you have at quarterback. The Cowboys have a problem. It's not a quarterback problem. I'm here to tell you this right now. The Cowboys' problem is not a quarterback problem. It's just the Cowboys' problem. That is a negative. So if he's like Mahomes, then why is he here? Why is he a Dallas Cowboy and not playing for the San Francisco 49ers? He got hurt. Well, you can't lose your it has happened, but if you're that guy, you don't lose that. But what I'm saying is Cowboys got more than a Dak Prescott problem. They just have a Cowboys problem. This problem has been here before Dak Prescott. It's been here since Dak Prescott is still here. It's been here since Tony Romo was here. It's been here since you had the Testaverdes, the Hensons, the Quincy Carters, Dave Campo as head coach, even Barry Switzer. And he had a loaded team. But it still started right there. And that lies at the feet of the man who's hiring these folks, who's signing these checks. Jerry is too much. A lot of people get on his case, which it is what it is. But Jerry is, if he feels you're in his corner, he's going to go all the way for you. He's going to back you up no matter what. Now, what Spencer Dinwiddie said about the Mavericks, I don't agree with, but maybe what he's talking about, I can say about the Dallas Cowboys, because they are gonna pamper you. They are gonna pamper you. Now, maybe not the media. The media is pretty strong down here. He said Lance Mahomes. Yeah. That is, yeah. Mahomes he's the boogeyman. Mahomes is the boogeyman. Trey Lance, he's the clipboard man. There's no comparison. Patrick Mahomes is the boogeyman. Trey Lance is the clipboard man. Dude came and couldn't even crack the second string. Dudes just be hating on Dak, man. But like I said, man, put everybody. If you were gonna go down the list and say everybody was trash, I'd be all there for you. But to just pin on, I mean, I get it. Dak is the quarterback, but he didn't give up all them points. He contributed, but he didn't give up all them points like that. He didn't give up 5 straight possessions of touchdowns. That wasn't that. You know, he wasn't out there dropping passes neither. And then getting all mad about it. How you mad that you dropping passes and it's affecting you and the rest of the team? And then Michael Parsons, like I said, we knew you was getting held and all that stuff, but he went silent down the stretch, my guy. He really did. Now, a lot of people are on DeMarcus Lawrence talking about, you know, he basically making excuses talking about they're tired. Bro, everybody's tired around this time. But if you're going to tell me that you're retired, that means y'all asses was out of shape, period. And make sure you go check out my vlog. Matter of fact, check out the videos. We got it down there. I went to one of the spring training, the summer camps practice. And I left that practice like, bro, they don't even like practice hard. I'm being honest with you. It looked like they didn't even practice hard. So if that was the case, if they wore out down the stretch, then yeah. Dak didn't buy no Ferrari. Just here to let you know. Just here to let you know. You need to go talk to Jerry about that, to be honest with you. You need to go talk to Jerry about that. But a lot of people put money on Brock Purdy yesterday. I think you were one of them. I think you put money on Brock Purdy and the 49ers. And what happened? Now, Purdy, see, that's just how it all goes, man. Your praises get seen when you win. When you lose, it is what it is. So, but I'm still going to ride with folk. I'm still going to ride with folk. I'm not riding with Trey Lance because I don't know what the hell he can do. I'd rather ride with Cooper Rush before I ride with Trey Lance. I'm just being honest. I've seen what he can do now. I still don't think he's going to get 12-win season. But I take Cooper Rush before I do Trey Lance at this moment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, you didn't put money on it? Okay. Then smart man. You smart. Don't put it. I'm about to say, because if you bet against Mahomes is turning into the boogeyman. You better not bet against him, man. You bet against him, you'll have to be working 2 jobs or some shit like that to pay off that debt. Like they said, like they told SMU, okay, we can stop with the paying the players, the new recruits that come in, but you still got a payroll to meet. Like I said, man, Cooper Rush has showed you he can play. I still don't think you get 12 wins out of him, but hey. Dak Prescott, to me, what I hope he watched with Patrick Mahomes and after Patrick Mahomes threw that interception where he got indecisive, I was like, bro, I've seen Dak do that a lot of times. And the next time I looked up, I was like, Patrick, do not be indecisive, bro. If you got to run, go run. It's the Super Bowl. And I've said that a lot this year about Dak Prescott. Why don't you use your legs and run, bro? Eat up grass. Forget this. I'm going to be a pocket. I'm trying to prove it. Bro, go win the football game. And that's another selfish problem. I want to win from the pocket. And instead of doing what wins, your ego playing a part. It's too many selfish guys in there. There's too many me's, man. Hey, we all know Mahomes wants to be down. I mean, hopefully I get to run into him at a Mavericks or a Texas Ranger game because I know for facts He's big Ranger, and his pops played for the Rangers, and he's a big Mavericks fan. Him and Luka like this. So Luka go chase what he got. Oh, Daniel Gafford up there. Big size, man. You gotta have it. But I'm just here to say, man, Cowboys got a lot of searching to do, and it starts with each other. I honestly believe they don't win 12-5, and there's too many me's out there. If they could actually drop the me's and be us, Cowboys can actually go somewhere. But the proof is in the pudding. When it get tough, they fold. Why? Because y'all too focused on me, and not the goal of the team. So Cowboys is going to be stuck where they at. They're going to be stuck where they at. Now, that all does depend on Cap Boy. What is he going to do? You got to get some deals done first. And it's possible. You know what? The more and more I think about it, it's possible they might just let Dak play the last year of his contract. They might just do that, and they might try to, finagle his last year of his contract, probably make it more guaranteed, and then they'll try to get CD done, and then they'll probably restructure some other guys, maybe Zach Martin, some of the offensive linemen. So you probably could see this play out 1 year. Yesterday, I was really very defensive about it, but I'm looking at it at a standpoint. I'm holding Jerry Jones for what he said. He said he's going all in. Well, if you're going all in, you need all the money that you can get to get all in. And extending Dak is going to give you way much more extra money, is all I'm saying. Thinking of changing my name to Cap Boys. Bro, Cap Boy just like drafting. I'm serious, man. He'll blow money into the players that he drafted, and he's just not going to spend no money on free agents. I mean, for a dude who's born into wealth, you do not know it. That man act like he still live in the apartments. Not the apartments, the apartments. And they ain't never seen apartments in his life. But that's how he acting like with his money. Like, come on, man. That man, all right, man. You see? Now, had he lost the Super Bowl, you probably would have said he was trash too. That's what comes with the territory. But hopefully Dak can make you change his change your last name to, Prescott, because you've been bashing him here a lot. Rightfully so. He has not been able to get it done. He has not been able to. He knows the value of $1. I guess so. He does. He really does. Man be acting like he had apartments. Now, they did build that AT&T stadium on some land of apartments. You know what I'm saying? That really sucked. That really sucked, man. What's good? Got Art in the building. What's up, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. What do I think about Gafford? Bruh. Gafford changes the same way I feel about Derek Lively. When they had Derek Lively, we saw what happened. His contribution, his activity, his length, his size. I was like, that changes everything for the Dallas Mavericks. What I see with Daniel Gafford, everything changes for the Dallas Mavericks. Them boys got size now. They got size. They can rebound now. And you get Derek Lively to come back. Now you get everything what we've been asking for as Mavericks fans. You get Powell coming off, the last dude coming off the bench as a big. Kleber, I like his activity, but not starting or being the second man coming in off the bench. But now the Mavericks can play small and still be big. You know, I like to see PJ Washington get a little bit more. I like to see his offense get a little bit more good, but Daniel Gafford, it's a clear message that Jason Kidd and this, Luka as well, they're trying to make sure they make him feel right at home because they're going to need him. They're going to need him. I don't know who built this. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. He said, hey, Darvin, the emergency meeting means, bruh, time is ticking for Darvin Ham. And you see they made a move for Spencer Dinwiddie. So right now, his job is very hotly on the line. That thing hot. But back to Art, man. I'm liking what I see him. He said, Washington Jr. played very bad. Yeah, like I said, he was over from his offensive game just wasn't there. For him, it's going to take a little bit more time because I think the Mavericks are going to be asking him to do much more. He's going to be a good Swiss Army knife that you can have. There's going to be a lot of times we're going to really need him to play more defense than anything and be when we play small. I think he'll be playing like 5 in the small, and you can let Kleber play the 4, and it can go down from the rest of the way like that. I think the lineup is now deep for Jason Kidd to actually mess around with. It's just trying to figure out what do we want PJ Washington to do? Because scoring, man, we can score. That's nothing. Kyrie and Luka got their head on right. They're going to score. They're going to score with ease. That's easy. Hardaway give you his points like he's supposed to. Hardy coming through. Hardy's finally getting his minutes. Josh Green's athleticism. The Mavericks are athletically young and deep now. And they got size now. What killed them today, they were playing from behind a lot, but it was more of the turnovers that they were dealing with. They turned the ball over way too many times, and it led to some easy points for the Washington Wizards. But the Mavericks are right now, I think, a game out of the 5th seed. They about a game or 2 out of the 5th seed. So, it is what it is. Mike McCarthy has the hottest seat in all of sports. That's facts. And we all agree with you. We're all in agreement with you. Now, Darvin Ham, I think his shit is just so hot just because you can tell he about to get fired. But Mike McCarthy and that boy like R. Kelly that I can't sleep. He said, oh, Lord, hear my prayer. Please let me out of the situation I'm in. That type shit. Like, but Zimmer, he knows Zimmer. And I said this. I was like, is this why Jerry Jones wants a defensive coordinator that has head coaching ability? Maybe this is why. You saw what happened to Wade Phillips. Now, I think when he did it with Jason Garrett, I think he felt he was outsmarting everybody in the room, which, in the words of Martin Luther King, one day somebody told a lie because that was a flat out lie. But I've asked this question: if the Cowboys in week 12, they under 500, do you pull the trigger and see what Mike Zimmer can do? Or do you see what your next potential coach can do? So, you could be on to something because Jerry said it. Jerry said that he wanted a DC with head coaching experience. So I think the Mavs need that player that completes and defends. You know who you're talking about? You really missing. I'm missing Dorian Finney-Smith. Yes, I really am, man. Dorian Finney-Smith, I miss that cat for the Mavericks, bro. You talk about somebody that did all the dirty work. guarded mostly every position on the court from 1 through 5, man. Like, and did not complain. And all that dudes hitting Luka upside their head, upside his face and stuff like that. Dorian Finney-Smith get back for that. He's that equalizer for sure. I miss him, man, for sure. Man, hey, you miss everything what he brings, man. And the Mavericks still somehow, some way, were trying to get a hold of him, and it just didn't fall through. But I still wouldn't be surprised to see him come back, you know, another stint for the Mavericks, because they can really use him. They get him. I feel defensively, your rotation is complete. Facts. Like I said, Mike Zimmer being head coach, I wouldn't mind it. He's familiar with Jerry Jones. The only problem that you're going to get with any head coach, I just don't think Zim can't really be. I don't know, man. As long as Jerry is still running the organization, everybody feels like, you know, it's his say, not the coach's say. So I don't care if it's Mike Zimmer, Bill Belichick. It don't matter, bro. If this guy is gonna have the last say, I don't know, bro. But you make up a good point. You make up a good point. You say Zimmer bringing in T. Chandler running back? I don't know, man. At what point do the Cowboys let a vast majority of the players go and hit the reset button? Now, that's the question that you want to ask. The question that you really want to ask is, how far do you feel are you? How far do you feel that the Cowboys are? Like you said, last 3 seasons, you don't win 12-5 the last 3 years. Are you really, really ready to blow that up? And the only reason you blow it up is because Philly is still the only team that you feel that you're competing with. They're the only team that you're really competing with. And they're still not that good. So maybe you could probably afford a year or two of some bad years, get you some high draft capital, and maybe turn it around. You could probably, all is up in the air, man. To be honest with you, I think everybody's jobs need to be threatened from of course, it's not going to happen, but from the GM all the way down to the special team, the 53. 53rd person. But that's a good question, man. That's a real good question. I think the roster that the Mavs have, they have to win 15 plus. Like I said, they struggled to win that game. But Washington was hitting, they were hitting shots. But like I said, the Mavericks turned over the ball way too many times. Let's go check it out team-wise. How many turnovers they had? It was kind of even. They had 16 turnovers. Mavs ended up playing great defense and ended up forcing 15 turnovers. Both teams had 27 assists. Rebounds, they were about even. Mavericks were real aggressive getting to the free throw line. They just sucked from 3-point range. That's what hurt them. But outside of that, man, Daniel Gafford came in that thing, bro. Like I said, he had 14 rebounds in the first half. That man was unstoppable at the rim. Big facts. On the border, huh? Hey, on the border be going hard, boy. Get them that big old Borderito. I used to get the border sampler, but that big old Borderito be hidden, man. And man, I've kind of turned back from my alcohol, but you know, as far as the hard liquor, because I used to get them top shelf Long Island, man. But that shit take a toll on you. So now you see I'm trying to drink the light beer. You know, you just try to be in moderation now. Facts. But we can do that. You think Luka can win a championship with the Mavs? I hope so. With this roster now, with the bigs he got, there's no excuse. He should be able to compete. He should, like I said, the PJ Washington move and Daniel Gafford move gives them a chance to compete. Do I think he can win it? Him and Kyrie know how to win it. I think so. Now that you got the pieces that you need, because the Mavs desperately lack size. And now they got it. So now, yeah, I think they can do something. I really do. With a better roster, maybe get you one more person. It don't even have to be a superstar. Just get you one more perimeter defender. Get you one more wing perimeter defender, and I think you're in the door. I really do. He said, which on the board are you trying to go to? He said a live Dallas. I probably wouldn't do on the border. I would probably do like Twin Peaks, Bombshells, me personally, you know. You the one always trying to say you trying to find you a cowboy girl. I'd skip on the border if I was you, and I'd go to Twin Peaks or I'd go to Bombshells if I was you. If I was you, Cowboy Nation Danny, that's where I would go. And you're gonna get fire content. So he said Cowboy Nation just sub. Bet. Appreciate that. I'm not on Twitch, but you know what? I'm about to get on Twitch because, to be honest, I got a PS5 and all that, but I kind of want to do my gaming going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to open up Twitch as well and probably have that as a extra outlet as I'm going live, especially when we're doing we're doing the live game shows, so we'll do that. So I'll be on the lookout for me. I'm gonna create me a Twitch here soon. Whatever I can do to keep the content pushing, I'm willing to do. So on the border, is it next to on the border? I'll put it to you this way: Bombshells is right by the stadium, AT&T Stadium. I ain't going to no Texas Live because you got to be there all day. All day. You don't really like that. On the border in Dallas State. They got a Bombshells in Dallas, matter of fact. Right off of 35 and Stemmons. I know it's that. Hey, I'm down. I'm telling you, it ain't got to be the one in GP in Arlington, but like I said, there's one in Dallas for sure. I know exactly where it's at, but that boy is basically by the cliff. So, but it's all fire there. I promise you, it all go down. See, he said he can't wait for next season. See, that's how I do. And it's easier to feel that way knowing that the Niners lost the Super Bowl. It feels better that you like, all right. Whew. Now it's like what he said on The Longest Yard when Adam Sandler came back when he made up his mind to not, throw the game. He was like, I'm glad you're back. Now I don't have to stab you. But, if y'all ever get homesick, and y'all fiending for some cowboy action, man, just check out my video section on the YouTube channel, man. Check it out. Y'all know the last 2 years we've been hitting up AT&T Stadium faithfully. So whenever y'all missing some cowboy action, just go check it, man. Just go check it. what they went 8-0 at home this year. I got 7 of those games in the video section. So do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. If you have last shot to win the game, how do you have Dirk? Who do you have, Dirk or Luka? Ooh. Last shot of the game, I'm going Dirk. Luka to me is still a streaky. He's still a streaky shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when Luka's on, he gonna hit whatever. But as a pure shooter, I'm taking Dirk. As a pure scorer that can shoot, I'm taking Dirk. I'm taking Dirk. Fuck him. Dirk. Appreciate that, man. He said he don't trust. Hopefully, you know, he can be trusted now. But he got a lot of him and Michael Parsons are kind of like almost the same dudes. Only Luka actually way more talented. I'm sorry. Okay, let me say this. He's better at what he do. I honestly think Micah needs to be playing more like a linebacker. That's just me, but I think he needs to be playing linebacker. But last shot, I'm taking Dirk. But I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, Dirk is the guy who has brought that championship down here. But Luka, bro, I don't know what it is he can't do on the basketball court. I really don't know. The only thing he probably can't do is stop barking at the referees on the court. That's probably the only thing he can't do. Shoot. That's kind of how I see it right there. But Luka, bro, a lot of people don't like him. I don't know why, but the dude is talented, bro. The dude is generationally talented. He's generationally talented. He said, get rid of like I said, bro, you basically want to get rid of everybody. You trying to restart. And if you going to restart, then that's just what it is. Sabo, what's up, man? What's up now? Appreciate you for tuning in. Saba. It's going all right. You know, I'm a little bit past my bedtime. I do got to get up early in the morning, get this overtime going in. It's rough, but it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do. You know, I got to get back from all them Cowboy games I went to. So I got to get my ass up early in the morning and got to make that money, man. Still the same now. Got to make that money, man. Still the same now. Nah, bro. Out of there. I think a mini rebuild would be good for the Cowboys. I just don't understand why y'all so willing to tear it down after 3 12-5 seasons, man. I can understand tearing it down if, you know, you went 6 and, you know, what is, you can't go 6-11. So what is it? It is 6-11. If you went like 6-11, then I'd understand. I really would, but I don't see that. Man. If you could make a trade for the Mavs, who would I bring? Me and Art talked about this earlier. Is I would still try to get Dorian Finney-Smith, me personally. I want a perimeter wing defender. Some that I think they're really missing. I think that's the next piece that they're missing. and they can take themselves to another level. I honestly think that. But the Cowboys say we've been figured out, huh? I don't think we've been figured out. But what are you trying to rebuild? Because for me, the offenses have gotten better for the last 3 years. The offenses have kept putting up good numbers. The defenses haven't been too bad neither. It's just like I said, this season that just passed, you were already thin at linebacker, and you ended up having 2 injuries that happened to you. You were masquerading from the longest point from the jump until it just got exposed. That's what ended up happening to them. We all knew and to be honest with you, stopping the run was one thing, but since Dan Quinn's been here, they haven't been able to set the edge on the defense for the longest. For the longest, they haven't been able to. So, yeah, some things they got to work with. He said, "Let's meet at a bombshell restaurant, man. Hey, just depend on the what event, then we can see what it do. We can see what it do. Do a live. It's just all depending if they playing a lot of music there. It'd be hard to go live when they play a lot of music because of the copyright infringements. That's basically what that is. Represent. As the Mavs came through big time today, the Stars do play tomorrow. They play who they play? The Hurricanes tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be Fat Tuesday, so everybody gonna be, doing what they gotta do and then getting ready for Valentine's Day. So I'm trying to see if we're gonna, depending on what else happens with probably the Dallas Cowboys, I'll probably make me a couple of topics tomorrow while going live for the Stars game tomorrow, because I'm just trying to represent everybody in the DFW. And like I said, we get them Texas Rangers, and we get them Texas Rangers to represent as they are getting ready to hit the diamond for sure. The O-line, our run D, and the running back room is what you need to invest heavily in. I smell that, Mr. Cowboy. I feel you. But if I ever get to DC, though, you told me I need to make it out there to a Washington and a Dallas game. I'll meet up with you for sure. Are you doing a stream on Wednesday? I doubt it. I doubt if I do a stream Wednesday. Even though the Mavs will be playing the Spurs, I doubt it. It's Valentine's Day. I would need to do the response. If I did do a stream, it'd be late. But like I said, I've been having to work 10 hours throughout the whole week. It's gonna continue to be that way, and I've been working Saturday. So, man, that 5:30 come around fast. You know what I'm saying? So, as it's already about 11 o'clock, it's gonna come around fast. So, I doubt it. It'll be Valentine's night. Nah, I probably won't do a live stream just to make sure he keep a happy home and keep everything balanced. It's what he got to do. Hey, like I said, me having a child now, I just have to find some other things that, the queen wouldn't mind to do. I know, find an aquarium and some museums out there, take them out there and do that, and then boom. He got his excuse to make it there, because I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to think who Washington got the Commanders now. That ticket would probably be a high ticket, actually, now that I'm thinking. You got Dan Quinn going up against Mike McCarthy in the form. I mean, that ticket actually is going to end up being hot. If you do stream, I will be here. Appreciate your support. Appreciate that. As well as everybody else in the chat room. Appreciate y'all support. like I said, I'm gonna try to start making sure I try to start scheduling these streams. But if you follow me on my channel, if you subscribe to the channel, I do me making posts about what games are going on in the DFW, and I try to throw sudden hints that maybe I might live stream that game or come down to the end and all that type stuff. So, but we, like I said, we're going up for everything. Mavericks and Stars is really, what we're gonna do a lot of live streams on, but we'll talk Cowboys mostly every episode. Basically, you're getting ready for free agency and you're getting ready for the combine. Big time, what you'll see me probably do all this summer, it'll be Texas Ranger baseball. So, like I said, whatever's in the DFW, if you represent for Dallas or Fort Worth, we're up in here. We're up in here. Cowboy Nation said, "Oh, we coming. We gonna make that trip." He said, "Cheap tickets on the game time app, bro. Tell me about it. That's why you see me up at the Cowboy game. Now, Cowboy games weren't cheap, but they were cheaper. The seats that I was getting, they were cheaper than I thought they were. But it's a method to the madness. You gotta buy that boy close to the game. If you buy it ahead of the game, them fees is gonna kick your ass. But if you buy closer to the game, like the day of or the day before the game, you in there. You in there. Oh, yeah, Minnesota and they are playing. Matter of fact, they're battling for the number 1 spot in the Western Conference right now, I believe. You sure is right about that. Well, I'm trying to find them real quick. There you go. Get on that Game Pass. As you know, the Mavs, they beat the brace off. The Thunder was the number 1 team in the Western Conference. Man, they beat the brace off of. That gave me. That's why I was like, man, even though the Mavericks should have won by 15 against a 9-win team in Washington, for them to win is still good because that blowout win they would have got against the Thunder would have went for naught. It wouldn't have made no difference. Oh, he said he's sports betting the Minnesota game at the moment. So hey, as you see, everybody's tuned in. That game is going to be a little bit too late for my liking. As like I said, we about at 11 o'clock anyway. We've been streaming for about a good hour and a half. I'm trying to think if we're going to do a stream tomorrow. Like I said, Wednesday, it all depends on the queen, but let me do the responsible thing and let me take care of the household on a Valentine's. I don't really care for the holidays and stuff like that, but but I'm not gonna be, just because that's what I don't believe, don't mean I can't be in the spirit, you know what I'm saying, and just do my duty and play my part, you know what I'm saying, and give good effort. So that's what I plan on doing. Back. For sure, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you for tuning in. Like I said, man, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You always see me go up. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Big shout out. And big shout out to my man, Mr. Cowboy and Cowboy Nation, Danny up in here, and my man, Gamer and Baller, who started the conversation. Also, appreciate Art for coming in here talking about some, well, you can want to say Art or RT, however you want to go. Appreciate you for joining in and talking some Maverick ball, man. Hey, as we was live game night, Mavericks on a 5-game win streak, trying to turn things around, and I just like the energy that they're playing with. You ain't lying. Timberwolves and Clippers going at it. Oh, Kawhi. But yeah, man. I appreciate all y'all for coming up in here, man, and making the chat room live. It always go live when, y'all up in here giving y'all input. But for Cowboys fans, I hope y'all were able to sleep a little bit better. Y'all woke up with a little bit more cleared mind. You know what I'm saying? Now that you know that the Niners are still sitting on the rings that we're sitting on. So, hey. Same thing, make you cry, make you laugh, make you cry. So that's how we gonna do it about that way. So appreciate all y'all for tuning in. I will catch y'all on the next go round. We'll probably try to do something tomorrow, depending on the topics. We'll probably try to go live for the Stars game tomorrow. But until then, man, I'll try to catch y'all. If I don't catch y'all tomorrow, I'll catch y'all Thursday for sure. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all know where y'all at. This is DFW Sports Raps. It's the battleground of sports talk. Right here, covering everything Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas sports, where we go up for the Cowboys, Rangers, Stars, Mavericks. Mavericks did that thing tonight as they get their 31st victory of the season, beating the Washington Wizards. We talked about the Cowboys' state of the locker room. Also, y'all know Rangers getting ready to tip this thing off. And the Stars, they'll be back in action trying to keep everything going. So, appreciate y'all, man. 73 days away from the draft, and we looking to, keep it going. So, Cowboy Nation, keep your head up. Hey, Mavs fans, Ranger fans, Stars fans, Wings fans, even FC Dallas fans, man. Let's turn it up. Let's represent for our section like the best way we're supposed to do. So, make sure y'all do everything with love, man, because you know what? Love always wins, and that's the law. So, until the next time, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace, y'all. Yes.